Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining the Audio Master Show tonight. As always, thank you so much. We have so much great things going on, man. Ah, tonight's topic is do what you love, the money will follow. Hmm. Ah, you might be saying, what the heck you mean by that, dude? But let me just share a little story with you. And I want to take you way back when I was first really enjoying music and knew that that was what I loved and wanted to be a part of for the rest of my life. So anyway, I joined a band. It was called the 7th Street Band because we were jamming on 7th Street downtown here in Texas, the Big B. And you can go back and watch some of my other videos that I talked about. This beautiful house that we actually did a lot of recording in and whatnot. But let me tell you a little story here. And it starts out with me and my friend. He is a virtuoso, pianist, everything, you name it. He was just a very, very talented person. And I had wrote 3 songs, and we were going to go to Houston, Texas, and do some recording in the big studio, man. And we were so pumped up. And you know what? I can still remember the songs to this day. To Fall in Love with Me, I'll Be Waiting, and That's Not Me. And so those were the 3 songs that we were going to go record. I was maybe 22 at the time, and we were so pumped up, man. We had been rehearsing these songs over and over and over and over and over. So whenever we got there, we were just going to be ready to fire away and lay down these tracks and do some great stuff, man. And so I remember it was like it was yesterday. We took the drive, and we weren't really sure where to go back then. They didn't have all this GPS stuff and where you can get on your phone and just hit go and it take you right there. And so we were looking at the maps, those old paper maps and whatnot. But we make the drive. The scenery's great. Everything's great. We make it there on time, and we show up to the studio, and we go inside. And I just remember the first thing was like, wow. I opened the door. It was like, wow. And the guy comes and greets us, and he's kind of very monotone, whatnot. He doesn't sound like he's really excited, to begin with. And he says, "Well, come on back here. Let me show you a tour of what we got back here." And we go through Studio A and B and all that. But I just remember going in the studio and looking around at all the gear in the racks, and there was tons of old drummer compressors and tons of all this old gear, and Pultex, and I want to say drummer and all this stuff to die for, where you just drool over looking at it, right? And I turned to the guy, and I remember telling him, I said, "How do you even leave this place? I mean, look at all this great gear that you have to work with." And he looked at me, puzzled a little, and he said to me, "I would rather be golfing. I would rather be golfing." Needless to say, I just went, and he didn't get our money. We didn't spend our money with him. He had all this great gear to die for. He had all the beautiful toys in the world at the time, all this analog gear, everything, man, to die for studio. And he wasn't enthused. He wasn't excited about what he was doing. He'd rather be somewhere else. So the question is, do you think he was doing what he loves? I don't know. So I say to you, do what you love and the money will follow. The money will follow. When you do what you love, other people can feel that vibration, right? They know you're in love with it. Let me just share a little story with you. I want to take you back even further, even before my time. But when I was a junior in high school, I fell in love with this dude. I fell in love with his attitude, and I fell in love with what he did. So I'm going to read a famous quote from him, and I want you to see if you can guess who it is. Okay, let me see. It seems like I took a picture of it. Okay, yeah, here it is, right here. I want to read it. All right, and then you see if you can guess this dude, man. It says, I've been driven all my life by a spirit of adventure and a criminal level of optimism. It says, I believed in my dreams because they were my only option, man. The people who make it to the top are the addicted to their calling. You have to honor the gift God has given you. The people who get the call are the ones who'd be doing whatever it is they love, even if they weren't being paid. Do you know who wrote that? He was a famous songwriter, musician, composer, the whole nine yards. He worked with some of the greats, Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, just a few. The great Quincy Jones, man. The great Quincy Jones. Yeah. Do what you love, the money will follow. That stuck with me all my life, man. And so, are you doing what you love? If it's music, you wouldn't be here, right? If it wasn't engineering, you wouldn't be here. So I say to you, man, just reach out, man, and dig deep and grab in and love it and do your best. Be enthused about what you're doing, and other people are going to just be drawn to that and are going to love it, man. And you're going to inspire them by doing so. And remember, you guys, when you're in the studio and it's your studio and you're bringing in people and they're coming and checking out your place, sometimes it's not what you have, it's your enthusiasm, your hospitality into taking care of their needs and making sure they're comfortable to produce their best tracks for you as an engineer. You're going to get the gig, man. You're going to get the gig. Hospitality goes a long ways. So I'm going to end it right there with that little short little story tonight. And I wanted to tell you guys, if you missed out, Are You Touching the Stars? I'm going to put it right up there at the top of the video. When the video is over, you can click on that. If it doesn't show up right away, you can go to my YouTube site and just check me out on Audio Master and search Are You Touching the Stars? And it's going to touch on a little bit what I talked about tonight. You don't want to miss out, man. It's some great stuff. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. As always, here at Audio Master, we appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, and by the way, before I let you go, check out Audio Master in groups in your Facebook page and join along with us, man. We got all the great people joining, man. We got the engineers who sit in high chairs, man, and also they're watching. And if you're just a musician, post your music on there. Be posting your music. What we're doing, we're creating a great hub for all of us to join in and to be a part of this great ride and great adventure. Thank you so much for joining in tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.